This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Allen Bailey in on the stop.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017, and I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Jack 16.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Roethlisberger finding Rodgers, and the Steelers convert on 3rd down.
Set! Blue 30!
Now a first down carry by Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Single. 8. Set. Blue 30. 20 seconds.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Bell. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. It's a big run that time by Bell. 47 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. First carry for James Conner. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now Mahomes, throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be taken at the 10. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Bryant. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mahomes going to throw. And able to find Conley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a first down. Mahomes now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Hunt. And he's going to be met at about the 43. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Side! Black 80! Check 26, check 26. Let's go!
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Snickers, 66. Set! 180!
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
53, come on. 53, check 53. No spacing.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Blue 45! Blue 45!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll go again with Bell. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a third down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And that one results in 35 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Set. Blue 30.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Again, it's Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Like 80. Double bump.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
Jack 16. James. Set. Like 80. Check.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A give to Bell. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 25-yard line.
Ready? 180.
The give is to Bell. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And the Steelers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And now here comes Kansas City. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And his Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, but try it that way.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Chiefs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. I got 15.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Jack 16. 36. Set. White 80. Left out.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Set. White 80. Twist. Good job, guys. Corner. White 53. Gotta go.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Black 58
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They run with Hunt, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation, already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tough. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on to.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the Steelers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Bryant, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Toss play, counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by David Anderson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And out come the Chiefs now. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, we'll put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
To throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. Back to throw, Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again, it's Connor. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Now it's Connor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in.